Video in an automobile is a really handy feature, especially if you have children. You could pay to have an expensive DVD player installed, or you could leverage the digital media you already have on your existing tablet and buy this. This is the U-Grip Universal Tablet Headrest Mount by Aduro. In my review of the Aduro U-Grip Suction Cup Mount, I praised that mount for working so well, especially for the price. Aduro was kind enough to send me this headrest mount for review to see if it performs as well. The mount attaches to the metal arms of your headrest by tightening two adjustable knobs. Keep in mind that because of this design, the mount won't work with integrated headrests. The install doesn't require any tools and it only takes a few seconds. You're able to get these really tight, which makes the mount very sturdy. The rubber backing on these peeled off within a couple of days though, and it's disappointing that better glue wasn't used, but once it's mounted, it's not an issue. The bracket that attaches to your tablet is a sliding design that you can adjust depending on the size of your tablet. There's a lock on the back to help prevent the bracket from sliding once your tablet's installed. On the inside are several foam pads to absorb vibration and provide a tighter fit. The bracket attaches to this pivot, which can be adjusted by tightening the collar behind the pivot. The pivot contains 4 notches that snap firmly into 4 slots on the back of the bracket. This allows you to be able to turn the bracket to any desired angle. I used my iPad mini in a life-proof nude case, and because of the added thickness, it was a little challenging at first to install it in the bracket, but once installed, the snug fit makes for a very sturdy mount. After squeezing it together a few times though, you get the hang of it. This is important because you definitely wouldn't want to leave your iPad in plain view in a headrest mount when you're not in the car. If you're one of the few brave ones that uses your tablet without a case, installing your tablet in this mount will be even easier. The only problem is the thin, slick tablet has a tendency to slide around in the mount. Once installed, you can position the tablet to accommodate whoever is sitting in the back seat. This isn't as nice as the mounts that attach between the 2 front seats, but it's still very handy and it won't block the view between the seats. When driving, there's very little vibration. You can look at the headphone jack cover as an indicator of the amount of vibration in the car. My kids said they didn't notice any vibration at all while watching this video in the car. The larger iPad Air does tend to be affected a little more by the vibrations though. Because of the extra weight of the iPad Air and its thin, slick design, it did have a hard time staying in the mount when rotated to the portrait view, even with the bracket locked. A spring-loaded bracket would have worked better for providing consistent tension instead of this notch design. However, the main reason you'd use this mount is for watching video, and no one's going to watch video in portrait mode. Aduro has taken this into account by making sure that the landscape orientation is the most sturdy. The biggest downside of this mount is its overly complicated pivot. You can rotate the entire pivot and collar counterclockwise until it tightens against the nut inside of the pivot. Turning it all the way clockwise will tighten it up against the mount. This is really the only way to keep your tablet from rotating, and doing so tightens the collar to the pivot so tight that it can't be loosened or even adjusted without tools. This means that when you're positioning your tablet for the best view, you have to spin it around until you hit one of these extremes to make the mount tight. Otherwise, when you rotate the tablet, it will freely spin and fall. Because of turning the tablet and tightening the bracket up against these extremes, it's created some small stress fractures in the plastic bracket. They don't seem to cause any problems, but it's certainly worrisome for the longevity of this product. In the end, this mount is about what you would expect from a $13 mount. The problem is, after buying 2 of the U-Grip suction cup mounts for $10 each and being so impressed with the quality, I really expected more from this mount. It will certainly hold your tablet well, and your passengers will really enjoy having a video player. I'll put a link to this mount on Amazon in the description, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you've enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing, and as always, thanks for watching.